Hello there and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be talking about a disease that is plaguing the global entertainment industry, a disease that is ruining the stories that we love and grew up with. Why are today's devs, creators, and directors allowed to inject their views into the games, movies, and TV shows they make, even when the stories are already well known, defined, and structured? Stories like The Last of Us, the upcoming James Bond game, the upcoming Resident Evil movie, and many other examples. Do they think they are bigger than the franchises entrusted to them? Are their egos really that massive? Or are they given these roles for a more sinister purpose? Do the people in charge know exactly how these leading developers will behave and treat the original story or source material, fully aware that they will desecrate these legendary stories and insert their unwanted worldviews everywhere they can? It seems to me that this is all part of the ESG and DEI agendas pushed by massive corporations that also finance countless NGOs and organizations that are constantly attacking or criticizing many of the good things the entertainment industry produced over the past decade. We have seen these egotistical maniacs in action across numerous high-budget RPGs, movies, and TV shows throughout the years. Spider-Man Miles Morales is one of those failed projects. For me, this game was unplayable. It felt incredibly childish, and while I understand that Spider-Man should primarily appeal to kids, I still think they managed to reach a new low. The game became unbearable and made very little sense to me. The story and the dialogues felt incredibly empty and soulless. The ugly subliminal messaging and many other elements made the experience incredibly terrible. Another great game and story with limitless potential that fell victim to these people is The Last of Us Part 2. I talked about this one in my previous videos, and I will talk about it more in the future. I simply cannot understand why they would take a story built on the success of such a beloved first game and use it to push disgusting political and social views that no one wants. They take massive franchises with large and dedicated fan bases and use them to push their agendas because if they try to create completely new stories centered around those same social and political ideas, they fail miserably. We have already seen this happen multiple times over the years. This leaves them with only one option: compromising and desecrating great stories that millions of people love and grew up with. Another franchise that slowly went down the drain is Uncharted. Anyone who played all the Uncharted games has probably noticed the gradual shift towards so-called modern storytelling, which means injecting as much nonsensical messaging as possible while still leaving the game just playable enough so it does not get completely destroyed by criticism. Back when these games originally came out, these things may not have been as noticeable, but if you replay the last two Uncharted games now, I think many people will notice things they do not like. The next entry on the long list of failed adaptations, reboots, and sequels is the TV show made by Netflix that they like to call The Witcher. Anyone who is a true fan of The Witcher games, books, or both will know that this adaptation resembles almost anything except The Witcher. Again, the main reason is the idiot of a showrunner, Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich, another person who believed that she could take a beloved, established, and structured story with an enormous and passionate fan base and inject her own dumb and brain-dead worldviews. The funniest thing about her is that she herself admitted that she was a diversity hire.
Because the last thing that you want is women to be dropped into my role just to make things equal, say.
Diversity hire.
Exactly. Well,
for this one, I am proud to say that she got what she deserved. The Witcher TV show, in name only, was obliterated and sent into the Shadow Realms by the true Witcher fans who actually understand and love the Witcher world. I should not even mention the so-called Witcher movie they made. These people need to be arrested and never be given another creative job in their lives for what they've done to this franchise. This approach to the Witcher story by Netflix also worries me when it comes to the upcoming Witcher games. They are making a remake of the first Witcher game and an entirely new trilogy. There are already signs that these games could also be used to push messaging, which makes me fear they may once again damage an incredible story with limitless potential. They also announced a new Witcher 3 DLC that is expected to release in 2027, and honestly, I do not know what to think about it. I will not lie, I am excited to play it. I love the Witcher world, and I cannot wait for it to come out. What makes me optimistic is that it will be developed by Fool's Theory, a studio made up of many former Witcher 3 developers. Another positive sign is that they will use the Red Engine and feature Geralt as the main character. All of this makes me wonder, could this be the last truly great Witcher content we get? Because, as I mentioned, the newer titles already have red flags all over them. This topic deserves a video of its own, so stay tuned. Another example I mentioned in previous videos is The Odyssey, directed by Christopher Nolan, a filmmaker who earned a great deal of respect through many successful movies. And again, we hear about someone wanting to tell their own version of a story they did not create, casting actors who look nothing like the descriptions in the source material, while not including a single Greek actor despite constantly advocating about inclusion and respecting cultures. To me, this feels deeply hypocritical. Inclusion and diversity seem important only when they align with a particular agenda. I really don't understand why these people never learn. All we want is accurate casting, a story that stays loyal to the source material and isn't poisoned by their political or social views, and of course, respect for us, the fans they ultimately depend on for their projects to succeed. I do not think it is a coincidence that many of the people benefiting from these diversity and inclusion policies often come across as hypocritical. I mean, look at our new Helen of Troy. When Black Panther was coming out, she strongly supported presenting its mythology accurately and opposed changing it through diversity choices. She argued that the film should primarily represent Black culture, despite taking place in a fictional country with fictional people and a fictional language. But now, when she finds herself in the opposite situation, suddenly diversity and inclusivity seem far more important than staying loyal to the source material. This comes across as incredibly hypocritical and only reinforces the idea that these people care only about their own interests despite claiming otherwise. Another person I should mention is Neil Druckmann, one of the creators of The Last of Us and its soul destroyer. The way he responds to criticism and the way he speaks about fans who helped make The Last of Us successful raises serious questions for me about how some people in major creative roles view the audiences that supported them in the first place. That is all the ranting I will do for now. But if you want to join me in this uphill cultural and political war, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next one.